What's going on, everybody? Let's get this over with. See how bad I am. See how bad I am.
Hey, I'm Brian, and I'm here to talk about the upcoming neighborhood event.
For the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Lots of enthusiasm around that presentation of the Star-Spangled Banner. And we've got plenty more coming up. Stay tuned. It's an exciting Sunday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony. So here's Miami's starting group. In the middle, it's Olynyk and Adebayo. Dragic is out there with Avery Bradley. And it's Butler in at the 3 spot. And for the Rockets, we've got Wall. Wood out there with Brown. Then there's Oladipo. And it's Cousins in at the 5 spot.
Who's watching here?
Started outside of the U.S.
Yeah, Giannis, Jokic and Doncic, they come to mind. They're probably 3 of the top 10 players in basketball right now. It's not, I don't even say it anymore. I don't say international player. I just say he's a player now. I never think about Giannis as an international player.
Our game's been global for so long
Yeah.
now that's a great point because, we had Dirk and we've had Nash and we've had Akeem. Some of our all-time greats weren't from America.
Yep.
And I respect the craftiness. And savvy of Dragic. I mean, when he gets positioned deep inside, he finds a way to score.
It's Oladipo on the wing. Back to Wall. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Wall's got 5 now.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Dragic dishes to Olynyk. It's hauled in by Wood.
Come on.
For the Houston Rockets, they come in off the loss to the
No.
Mavericks. Here's Brown. The shot will not fall. Now the Heat take it the other way. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot
Bad
of
shot.
versatility.
And, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for him.
Crazy.
Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip. Well, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Right wing. Dragic taking his time here. Pass to Adebayo. The kick out to Dragic. Miami no good on that time either. Houston leading by 7. Tipped away.
Oh, come on.
Here's Wall. He's got 5. Clock at 6.
And out of
And it's
bounds.
out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way.
Let's go.
Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Daniel House has checked
Point
in
guard,
for
let's go.
Wood. McLemore has come in for Brown. Kevin Porter's checked in for Oladipo. And Gordon subbed in for John Wall. And then for Miami, Myers Leonard. He's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Achua comes in for
Porter.
Olynyk.
No, no,
And it's
no,
Tyler
no,
Hero
no.
in for Goran Dragic. Porter kicks to McLemore. And off there, he misses his first shot of the night. Kenny, as a freshman, you joined one of the great lineups to ever play in college basketball with guys like Michael Jordan, Sam Perkins. I mean, it was a who's who of the game.
Yeah, I know, Michael was so excited to play with me.
Was he?
He was just, as soon as I walked on
Chopping at the
campus.
bit, wasn't it?
When I
Who
walked
is
on
this kid out of
campus,
New York
he
here?
picked me up at the airport, you know, drove me around.
He had a car?
Oh, yes, he did. But then it was just great. Playing there with those kind of guys, it really gets you ready and prepares you for life.
Had you met Jordan before you went
On
to
a
Carolina?
visit, just on a visit.
On a visit, you
But
were.
he wasn't the best player really at the time. Sam Perkins
Right.
was the guy. He was a 4-year All-American, first team. So it was Sam Perkins who everyone was in awe, and plus he was from New York.
House the pass to Porter. And some nice passing there by Houston. Tucker with the ball. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Another miss by Houston. Here's Hero, guarded by Porter. Outside Robinson. A three-pointer is right on target.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Rockets. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
And that can drive guys absolutely crazy. I mean, they know they're better free throw shooters than that, but just did not get it done from the line.
Hero passes to Robinson. He dishes it to Leonard. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assists. Leonard's got the game tied up here for the Heat. Houston's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. On the wing, Porter. He's coming off a 10-point game against Dallas.
And made a big mark at the free throw line as well. He got himself to the strike a lot and cashed in when he had his chances.
Here's Hero. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Porter with the steal. 2 minutes. Here's the three.
You switch.
And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. Kendrick Nunn, he's checked in for Duncan Robinson. .152 left to play here in the first.
Kenny, you played alongside some incredible clutch performers. Who would you give the ball to now for a game-deciding three?
Games deciding 3. Steph Curry's number 1. Klay Thompson's number 2. Ray Allen's retired, so I'll go with Trae Young.
Ooh, what about Dame Lillard? Dame
Ooh,
Lillard.
I'm sorry, Dame Lillard, number 3. And then Trae.
Say, wait, so it's Steph,
Klay,
Lillard.
Lillard.
Okay.
Game-winning 3, not off the dribble.
I'm going to throw a wild card out there.
Distracted.
Kawhi.
No.
Kawhi's hit.
that's
Hey,
It's
Kevin
wild.
and I saw him hit one of the biggest threes.
Yeah, that's a wild card.
That's a wild card. Hey, he hit a three to get to the finals.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
And he was injured in that game and in those series. Here's Hero. And again, Miami with the triple.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
1:16 left here in the opening quarter. Outside Porter. There's the three. And it's Miami with the rebound.
You know, he looks a little off kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
Shots
go.
good from Maverick.
Boy, you've got to appreciate the passing there. Results in a great look.
Rockets trail. Gordon, the pass to House. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first. It's blocked. Here's Hero. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And there's the foul against Houston. Miami shooting their first free throws of the night.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
The first one falls. Dante Exum, he's checked in for the Rockets. And so he hits both.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Gordon with it. Now guarded by Maverick. And the rejection by Leonard. Miami leading by 3. The pass to Nunn. Beyond the arc. Bangs home the trifecta. 3 points. Here's Gordon. 8 points his last outing. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
For Houston, they have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. But just a tad worse, so not too bad.
Pass to Achua. And here's Nunn. Bucket is good. And so it's Miami with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Back to the action after this word.
Let's go.
Detention at the school because I never followed rules.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've been seeing from the Heat, guys.
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
On the court for Miami here in the second. They've got Myers Leonard, Kendrick Nunn out there with Hero. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Achua in at the power forward. Gordon deciding where to go with it. You look at when you guys played, Kenny, you know, a ton of incredible guards, certainly during your time. Which players gave you the biggest fits when you tried to guard? Who were the most difficult guys?
Well, you know, I didn't have to guard Jordan, but I know that a lot of people had Mike Mayers before they played him.
Mike Mayers.
That's a good one. I like
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
but you know what's funny? Like guys like Dana Barris and Mahmoud, they were tough to.
No shot. Watch it, Connor. Shooters right there. Watch Connor.
Only 5 on the floor. Here's Wall. And the layup is good. Wall's got 11 points.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Dragic left side. Shoots over Tucker. No good from Dragic.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
the battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
And there's the toughness Dragic needs to show, able to finish in the face of some very tight defense.
Ball against Dragic. It's a hand on it. Great positioning on the putback. Woods got 8 points here in this quarter. And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for Miami. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And we've seen Dragic do this for many years, fighting his way through contact to make plays.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
And Dragic came into the NBA with something on his resume that not many other rookies have. He has a ring from winning the Slovenian Pro League the year before he came to America.
And Wall kicks it to Tucker. They get it back. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Rockets lead by 1.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Well, Kenny, you played with so many all-time great players, one of which was Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon. He was a good one. Do you think we'll ever see another one just like the Dream?
I don't think so. He was so unique. His ability, his footwork, his timing. He led the league in top 10 in 5 categories.
Isn't that amazing?
5 categories.
That's incredible.
Offensively and defensively. That's unbelievable. Just a dominant.
If you think about him,
I give him credit
he
for
is
that.
what the modern game is today. He was the one guy in his era who played the way bigs can play today.
It's good fun. Here's Maverick. 17 points for him last game against Charlotte.
And one of the big ways he came through was at the foul line. They couldn't contain him. He was equally effective at scoring baskets as well as getting to the line.
144 left in the first half. And it's Brown missing. The Heat with the lead. Passes it to Maverick. Shot from the wing. Here's Adebayo. Count it. Adebayo's got 6 points.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And what about our special guest? Kenny, thanks for taking the time to join us, dropping by. Always a pleasure. You add so much to the broadcast.
Man, thanks for having me. This is just great.
Let's go.
And Clark, has there ever been a smoother transition from on-court star to broadcast mainstay than what we've seen and heard with Kenny Smith?
Very much like his game, Kenny Smith smoothly stepping from the court to the broadcast booth. And, you know, he's been fantastic in his role with the NBA as a broadcaster. And, you know, he's been part of the NBA family for decades now, and he's done it at a high level.
Here's Maverick. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Heat shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Oh, shoot. I'm in the I forgot that I'm in the Houston Rockets arena.
And that one misses. And Miami making a change here. Achua's checked in.
Oh, that was bad.
And he sinks the second.
I still made it, though. That was for pity.
Rockets trail by 4. Outside, Wall. Here's Brown. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Let's go!
Dunked by Achua.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Now Wall.
What you gonna do?
He's coming off a 22-point game against Dallas.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? No!
And so we conclude the first half. It's the Heat up by 6. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. DeMarcus, you guys have had chances, but you haven't taken advantage of those chances. What do you say to the team?
That's something I've been preaching on. They're giving us a lot of opportunities, and we got to do something with it. So hopefully we can keep them missing shots and we can get something out of it.
We'll see what happens in the second half. Thanks, DeMarcus. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness. All the while, he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst partner, but a fan and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So on the floor for Houston, we've got Brown, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Christian Wood. Then it's Wall, and it's Oladipo in at the shooting guard. Well, something you never like to see, but guys, he definitely looks hurt.
And boy, when you see someone hurting like this, it's always scary.
You're exactly right. I mean, with the way it looks, what we have to hope for now is that somehow it's not a long-term issue.
Don't tell me it's a Linux. Why is it zoomed in?
Achua, he's checked in for the Heat.
Nah, it's a Linux. No.
Keep it going for your Rockets power dance.
The Heat leading by 6. Bradley deciding where to go with it. Down low, here's Butler, and it's Butler with the jam.
Well, that's the vision you get with Dragic. His teammates have to love playing with him.
Pass to Cousins. And the shot is good. Cousins has got 9. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Heat.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They've worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second chance points.
And that free throw good from none. Clark, we know guys like LeBron and Michael Jordan will look for any perceived slight as a form of motivation. Was that something that you ever did as a player?
You know, Kevin, I really didn't go down that road. Now, had I played longer at the NBA level, I had a very short NBA career. Maybe I would have approached it that way. If there was a slight or if there was a player that gave you trouble and you needed to get back at him in some way, sure, you'd be motivated by that, but I don't know if I was hunting for bulletin board material. I sought to be intrinsically or self-motivated from the inside as opposed to looking for outside influences to move me forward. You know, as a wing in this day and age, you've got to be able to spray home some from the three-point line, and Butler has developed into a reliable threat from out there.
Exum. And that time, also a missed shot.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and
let's go,
they've
pass
really
first
been
assist.
strong on the glass.
Let's go.
None, that's good.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
And they're picking up a lot of fouls already in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet and maintaining a good defensive position.
Wood, he's checked in for Houston. Kevin Porter comes in for Dante Exum. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Miami. Duncan Robinson comes in for Jimmy Butler. And here's Gordon. 8 points for him.
Nope, you ain't getting the pick. Nope, nope.
From 10 feet out. Great D that time from Adebayo.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. There will be a subtle but significant change on the court this season. Wilson is now the official basketball supplier for the NBA and its affiliated leagues. In fact, they were the association's original supplier starting in 1946. Now, after a nearly 4-decade hiatus, Wilson reclaims that position. Guys, back to you.
We appreciate that, David. Thank you.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Now here's McLemore. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And a wide open look for Porter. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Timeout called, the Rockets.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit and change it up somewhat.
DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Danuel House. Then for the Heat, Achua, he's checked in for Leonard. And it's Dragic in for Kendrick Nunn. Here's Wood, 16 points for him. And McLemore kicks to Gordon. Wood throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo.
We often talk about Gordon's scoring ability, but there, great feed to an open teammate.
Houston shooting their fourth shot at the foul line here. And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Floats it up for Adebayo.
Nice.
Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Outside Gordon. The kick out to Porter.
I got baited.
Craps in the tray. Porter's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
There's the pass to Maverick. And here's Adebayo. Inside. Shot's good from Maverick. Mavericks got 7.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Gordon against Adebayo. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. The difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. and they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Miami leading by 23. Pass to Maverick. Back to Adebayo.
Oh, why did I pass
in the corner, it's Robinson. That's in, coming off an assist from
He was
Adebayo.
71% contested. And
Adebayo's got his 7th assist in the game.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Here's Maverick. It's good. 9 points for Maverick.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets
More
resulting
fans
from
and more
assists.
fans.
They're playing as one unit out there.
Oladipo, left side. That one misses. Great team.
Oh, really?
Adebayo. And that'll be 2
How
free
was
throws
that a
coming up.
turnover?
Officials on the call
I
with
had
the
the
foul.
ball.
Well, that's just good work by DeMarcus Cousins. Good, solid, fundamental work using the fake to draw the foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
This is my
First
third.
one falls. And the Rockets
First foul,
making a
okay.
change here. Wall's checked in. And so he makes both from the line.
And, you know, when Cousins is healthy now, this guy is a quality player. He's a big man that has a lot of versatility.
29 seconds left in the third quarter. Porter against Robinson. Outside Dragic. Shot clock at 6. Basket
You're
counts.
welcome.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Wall taking his time here.
Wide
For 3.
open.
Unable to get that one. And so it's Miami rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We come back right after this. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. Maverick out there with Robinson. Then there's Mo Harkless. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Silva in at the 4. Adebayo against Woods. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play. PJ Tucker, he's checked in for the Rockets. And one of the major pushes from NBA players was to get more people, Clark, out to vote.
Love it, Kevin. Again, creativity. Clearly, this circumstance and the climate of our country, the platform that NBA players and all athletes have to be able to voice their concerns and inspire and encourage and help others become aware of things that are not right and what we can do to influence and inspire change. All of that is part of our responsibility as human beings to try to live right and do right by others. The things I've seen from the players in their agitation and activation and commitment is inspiring and is compelling me to think about how I can be more and be better and do more and do better.
Wall passes to Oladipo. Here's Nwaba. Pass to Wall. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Hard not to appreciate the brilliance of Wall. I mean, a super fast, quick player, a guy who runs the offense.
They're going to put me at 4 minutes on the clock. That's a guarantee. Oh, 5 minutes. Okay.
Some changes here for the Heat. Leonard, he's checked in for Adebayo. Kendrick Nunn comes in for Bradley. The Mavericks subbed in for Tyler Hero. Nunn against Gordon. Oladipo outside.
No. Yeah.
Back to Gordon. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. Greg, compare the times when you played as an NBA player with a lot more contact and a lot was let go on the floor to what we're seeing now when there seem to be a lot of whistles, a lot of stoppage of play.
I mean, there's no doubt about it. You know, you got to allow players to defend. And if they're in a legal guarding position, let them do their job. Eliminate the cheap ones. Part of the issue, though, partner, is now so much of the game is played on an island, right? You don't have the crowds that you typically would see guys in back in our era. There's more space. The court, in that sense, is bigger. You're out there kind of on your own, man, and these guys are crafty at drawing fouls.
It's never been harder for a defender. And it's time for an injury report. Let's get an update on Olynyk. What's the status, David?
Guys, I was able to speak with the head athletic trainer for the Heat about his status. He's getting looked at now for what the team is saying is a collapsed lung. Obviously something that is very serious and something they don't take lightly. You don't want to hear this news as most teams are starting to hit their stride. So they're going to miss him while he's recovering from this injury. Kevin?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
Here's Nunn. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
To the paint.
No.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Cousins getting the full enchilada there, folks. Got the hoop and the harm. Great poise and agility to get it up and down.
And that one falls for DeMarcus Cousins. Well, in the dunk contest, we saw Michael Jordan take on Dominique Wilkins. These days, not as many star players are participating in these skills competitions, like Greg the slam dunk.
I think it's a great point you raised, Kevin, and I think in part because back in that era, the reality is guys didn't make the kind of dollars they make today. And there was more risk, I guess, in the mindset of guys today, and they didn't want to take that challenge on. So I wish we would see more of our stars in the slam dunk contest, but I don't think that's going to be the case, unfortunately, as much as we'd all like to see it.
To the right side. Here's Cousins, and they double up Cousins. Back to Exum. Good, and it's Cousins picking up the assist. Cousins has got his 3rd assist on the night.
Boy, a very capable passer. DeMarcus Cousins does a solid job recognizing where to go with the ball.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And the basket by Gordon.
They are just killing
I was against
on the
a
interior.
center?
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's Nunn, and the Heat get another bucket right there.
You can see right now the defense running out of ideas. They cannot seem to slow him down.
This is a scoring clinic 101 style. I mean, he has really got it going right now.
Pass to Cousins. Puts up a 3. Nunn grabs the board. Miami's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the 4th. Maverick passes to Silva. Here's Maverick, defended by Gordon. Nunn with it. 6 on the shot clock. Pulls it from the elbow. The shot by Harkless, no good. And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. On the wing, Eric Gordon. He's covered by Leonard. Kicks it out to Gordon. Fires for 3. Exum. knocks down the 3-ball.
Good to see Gordon being unselfish. Excellent floor awareness and great at finding his guys in their spots.
Here's Maverick. To the middle.
Oh, no.
Tries again. A nice shot by Silva.
How
Silva's
is that
got 4
possible?
points now in the quarter.
There he is, beasting on the
really stick in
glass,
time.
converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
Well, he enjoys deflating the opposition with those extra possessions.
Gordon dishes to
No,
Cousins.
he's wide open. Oh, thank you.
Great look, but off the mark.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the
Oh,
Heat.
we're
You
35
don't
points
see
ahead.
this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly
But I'm
the
going
better team in
I'm going
just
against
about
some big
every
guys.
single category.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
Yeah, you know, I thought the result might be a little different this time around, but clearly I was mistaken. And now they'll have to wait till next year for a shot at revenge.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Bam Adebayo.
Yeah, and he was aggressive rebounding the ball tonight. I think his aggressiveness on the glass helped set the tone.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
In transition, here comes Miami. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
71.
17 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's the floater. And the rejection by Leonard. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession.
Go over.
6 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And it's Gordon missing. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Olin, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Endorsement. And let's go. Hey. Big news, important meeting tomorrow with everybody's favorite brand of Swiss quality and accomplishment. Here's our offer. Sure, why not? I'm not gonna risk it. What do you want for your proponent? Incentives. Ooh. 10 for 15-point game. 15 for 20-point. I'm just gonna start small. Well, for today, thanks for joining the stream, and I hope you guys have a great Wednesday night.